A quick video on how to create presentations. You can use this template if you want to. So the first page of your presentation is going to just have the title, the claim, and your name. This is the template, okay? If you choose to use this format, this is how this slide can look. So here I have my topic, my claim, and there's my name. That's my first slide, okay? Moving on. Now, this is the format that I prefer that you use for your slides. And for this, you're going to have to use your sandwich, the development technique, those sandwiches you guys created last week. You're going to use those same guys here. And to break it down a little bit further, what you're going to do is put your first reason here. So your first issue, okay? Then you're going to have your opposing source sandwich. On the other side, you're going to have your supporting source sandwich. And then at the bottom, what your thought is about the argument that's going on between these two people about this reason, okay? Or this issue. This is how this slide can look if you use this format. That's my reason. Capital punishment should be abolished because it's inhumane. The reason is because it's inhumane. I have my opposing source sandwich. Kyle Janik, there's the stuff, okay? The next one is my supporting source sandwich. Name, credentials, quote. At the bottom, what I think about what these two people said about this thing, okay? So I prefer this format because everything is on the page. I don't have to wonder what the reason is, who the opposer is, who the supporter is. I don't have to wonder what you think about the topic because it's all on the same page. Okay, I prefer this format. Now, you can also use this second format if you want to, where you're putting all your supporting sources on one and all your opposing sources on one slide, okay? So, but if you do that, I highly suggest you put your opposing sources first, just like you would in your essay, where you would put your opposing sources first. So if I use this format where all of my supporting sources on the same slide, all of my opposing sources are on the same slide, hopefully I get it to go. This is how this format can look. So this is my claim. Here's reason number 1, that source. Reason number 2, that source. Reason number 3, that source. Okay, so this is just one side of the argument. And you see here, it's all on the same page. I like this, that way is okay, but it's not as good as the first way I showed you. But understand that if you put your opposing sources first, you need to put your supporting sources second. Okay, both sides have to be on here. And I still have my 3 reasons, but now these are just supporting sources. Okay. Now you can use either format number 1 or 2 if you want. I prefer the first one that I showed you. All right. Then next you're going to insert your works cited. And this is a works cited that I used from a project that I did a couple years ago. So there's that. Okay, so that's what you guys can do. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this video is because I wanted you guys to see that there are 2 different ways that you can do this. Okay, and that was the first slide is the first way. Sorry, let me go back. Okay, so this is the first way with both opposing and supporting on the same slide. That's one way. This is the way that I prefer. Or you can do it the second way. where you have your claim and then all your opposing sources, only supporting opposing sources on one slide. Okay? Where you break it up. I don't prefer this way because it's harder for me to remember and people want to see stuff that's easy to understand, easy to go through. So this is the second way. Do not use both ways in your presentation. Either use the first one that I showed you that I liked or use this one. Don't use both. It's confusing, okay? So that's all I wanted to show you guys, that there is a difference between the two types of formats. Okay, so I wish you guys well on creating these. Remember, you will be using your sandwiches development technique. So those sandwich quotes you made a couple weeks ago are going to go in your presentation. Okay? All right, you guys. Good luck.